our Barclays Fantasy Tips that we are going to start doing video for you. As you can see here, I have the fantasy website site up already. This is my team, and we'll just get scrolling here and into here. As you can see, in my leagues, I have taken a slight drop. That is no problem. It's only the third week. So, getting into the meat and potatoes of things, looking at my team, I'm going with a 4-4-2 or 2-4-4, however you want to call it out. And you can see that with my bench, we'll start with goalkeepers. I am going to go with Vorm. He has been on point lately, and even though he's playing away, I prefer him over Federici, because Tottenham is probably going to be coming out swinging once this international break is done, and Reading, being a new team that they are probably going to have less of a likely chance of keeping a clean sheet. So, looking again now for my defensive line, I've only really got one person who's at home this week. It's kind of unfortunate, made a few trades, but yeah, we've got Hagelin against West Bromwich at home. That should be a good fixture. Hopefully some of the new acquisitions from Fulham. I mean, they didn't look too good in that West Ham game, but they're probably going to have to bounce back and bounce back quickly. Going with Swansea, great defensive team. The one thing I don't like is that they are away. Also, to the point of why I picked Vorm, having a Tottenham defender too against Reading is going to be good, because I'm not too sure if Reading is going to be able to come out. I've got Progniak, or however you'd like to pronounce his last name. Sorry for butchering it. I've got him on the bench this week. So we're going to go for hopefully getting a clean sheet on that game. And then going with Lescott as well. Had a good showing last week. Stoke away, not really that strong on firepower, so we'll see. And finally, in the midfield, looking really strong here. I've got Hazard, who's going to be playing against QPR. Had a brilliant first couple of weeks, came out the gate right away, got me some really good points, and pretty much, because I had him captain, shot me up to the top of some of my leagues. Then I made another acquisition with Michu. Didn't do much last week, but again, when you get new trades, you got to give them at least 2 to 3 days, or sorry, I should say 2 to 3 game weeks, just so you can get a fit and you can get a feel for them, and give them a couple of home games, and that way you can get some points. Kagawa, another great pick, with Rooney being out. I doubt that he'll be back for game week 4, but you never know. But him and Van Persie up front, have been pretty good. So Kagawa has some opportunities, and Wigan at home, kind of not a strong team, but you don't want to really undercut people, because you never really know what's going to happen in each game week. If it was that easy to predict, then I'd be out at the sports betting places and putting on a couple wagers and paying my rent that way, but it's not that easy. So anyways, also my captain this week, I'm going to have Yaya Toure. Is playing Stoke away. I might switch that up with Kagawa. It could be a last minute decision, but hopefully that'll be alright. It'll be a good choice. Dzeko and Petric up front. Kind of, this is kind of a gray area for me. I'm not too sure if these guys are really good picks, if they're going to pan out. Progniak, he had the rest last week, so Tottenham at home. I want to see how he does, but again, Dzeko and Petric, hopefully they come out gunning, with Aguero being out. Dzeko is tall, he is in the middle on set plays, so he does have that opportunity. And Petric, well, I haven't had a chance to watch him that much, but I've heard good things from other guys in my league, and he's got some points, so you can't go wrong with that. So again, I already mentioned that I had Progniak on the bench. I also have Cole and McLean. This is a really strong bench. Having these guys on the bench as opposed to the players that I have on my team, you got to think, coming down the stretch, that's where points are made and lost. I try not to trade people, um, too often. I don't want to have trades to cost. I know I've written about this before, but one of my tips is don't pay for trades. Save, go a week and not make a transfer, and you'll get two, and then you can adjust your team accordingly. There's also a post, I'll link to it, where I think it was from FPL Dugout. They made a really good post based on teams that have alternating home games. I did this with my goalkeepers. You can see here, Vorm on Swansea and Reading. They alternate home and away. So right now, as you can see, you've got Vorm away and Federici at home. They alternate each game week, so I'm always going to have a goaltender that's playing at home. And I can choose to, if I feel that they're going to have a tough fixture, to keep them on the bench. So it's another good tip that I like to get out to you guys. So I am going to review this. This is just kind of an initial run, but again, it's a first video. So I just wanted to get out there. Shout outs to FPL Dugout and PremierLeagueTransfers.net, two great websites that I don't necessarily compete with, but we all have the same readers, and we're all good peeps. So I just wanted to kind of beat them to the video portion of it, and it's all good fun, and look at their leagues. They got big time turnout in their leagues, and in mine, it's the inaugural year. It's my first year, so we'll see. But again, you look at guys who have 260, some odd points. You got to find these guys who are going to be on streaks. Like Podolski, he had a good game week. Tevez. You look at Van Persie's hat trick that he got last week. So it is hit and miss, but there's also some tactics behind it. So again, just wanted to get this first video out, and good luck to all the fantasy managers out there. Hopefully keep tuning into these YouTube videos, and we'll see you shortly. So best of luck, and we'll see you soon. Ciao.